welcome to episode 4 of the podcast where we play video games, talk about video games while sitting in the comfort of our gaming chairs. Welcome to episode 4 of the Gaming Chair Podcast. I go by the name of Ladale the Fashionista, and I'm here alongside my two co-hosts. So before we go into any further depth or anything, I'm gonna allow my guys to introduce themselves to the people.
It's your boy Isaiah. What's going on, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's up? It's Shawn. Still here.
Yeah. Alright, so oh shit, I'm already fucked up on the overlays. It's all good. It's all good. But all right, fellas. So since last week, right, we touched on Returnal. This is a game that had released this past week. It's the talk of the gaming world last week. This week, everybody talk about Resident Evil Village. Everybody's saying that right now it's the game of the year at this moment in time. So we're gonna touch on that during this week's episode. That you was privileged enough to play the game, test it out. Especially for me, because I'm more of a when it comes down to this hard games. I like to watch the YouTube videos of it first. That way I could kind of get an idea, like, all right, what I should be scared of, what I need to look out for, and shit like that. But before we get into that, we're gonna talk about like any other games that we've been playing this week. So, Isaiah, give us a rundown as far as like what is Village, Returnal, like what games you been playing this week, bro?
Been playing both of them, man. So Returnal is like let me just play something real quick game. Try to beat that same boss that I got stuck on last week. Was a no-go. Didn't happen. Wasn't able to beat him. I got leveled up and everything. Thought I was good. I got to like the third little stage of the health bar. They took me out with the quickness, man. But my alternative, Resident Evil, got to play it. It's actually my first like Resident Evil game that I'm actually like played. All the other times I played a Resident Evil game was a demo. So the reason why I never like actually got the game is because I don't know, it just felt too slow as far as like how they shoot and how they come towards you. I'm like, all right, well, I wish they'd come a little bit faster. But Resident Evil 8, Resident Evil Village, it does a good job of like making them like come towards you a little bit faster, having a little bit of reaction time, and I don't know, the overall like scare factor is actually pretty creepy. Like whenever you're wearing your headphones, like I played it on the big screen with the speakers at first, and then it just didn't sound right. And then I put my headphones on, and I was like, "Oh shit, this game's kind of creepy." And then it makes you jump and like, "Oh shit, I didn't see you there." And then you're like, "Oh, pull out the gun." And you're like, "Oh, I don't got that much bullets. I need to hit you with my knife." It gets real fun. And I actually started on like the hardest difficulty, and I was like, "All right, these dudes is gonna take a lot of bullets to kill." So I got stuck on the same little part at the beginning where you got to kill all the werewolf type people. And bruh, I couldn't do it. I could not. I was like, bruh, I don't have no bullets. I keep running around, getting hit in the back. And then by that time, I did it so many times to the point where the game wasn't even scary no more. I was like, all right. I just
wasn't scary no more.
It just didn't get scary anymore. And then I put it on normal difficulty. I was like, all right, now I'm flying through these fools. And then after that, I was like, oh shit, I don't know what's around this corner. Once you get to the where was I at? I was in the cornfield. That's like right after that part where you got to kill like the lichen people. And the cornfield, like you can see the same people that you were just killing, but all you can do is hear them. So you're walking through the cornfield and you hear them breathing and walking, and it's like, oh shit, I don't know where they are. It wants me to go through that. So I'm going for it, and that motherfucker jumps out, and I was like, oh shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I jumped a little bit. My aim was off just a little bit. I was like,
yeah, but you see, this is what kills me about Resident Evil, because I've been watching like a lot of the playthroughs on YouTube, and one thing I'm noticing in each and every playthrough is that when you're shooting at these zombies, they don't go down, even if it's a headshot.
Right. Yeah.
And that always kind of killed the immersion for me. Cause I'm like I've seen like a lot of like zombie apocalypse shows and shit like that. Like knowing that if you shoot a zombie in the head, especially on the Walking Dead shit like that, like them motherfuckers supposed to go down.
Yeah.
You can shoot these motherfuckers like 3, 4, 5 times, and they still blah, blah, blah. And then
they like stumble a little bit, but after that, it's like nah. Yeah. You got to put about 7 more rounds in that motherfucker.
Right, but like in terms of, because we gonna stick with Resident Evil Village right now. It's might as well just ride the wave. So in terms of like boss battles, like how you feel about the boss battles thus far?
Um, I don't know. They actually weren't that hard. Like compared to like a
Even on the
Doom.
hardest difficulty?
All right, hardest difficulty. I couldn't even beat like a normal person. Like I ran through all my ammo like super fast, bro. Like if I was playing on hard, yeah, it would be hard. But I was playing on normal, so I like to play all my games on hard. So whenever I went to normal, I was like, all right, this is like a little too easy. There's like not an in between, like a give me enough health, but you can give me if you give me enough health, I'll be able to survive. But if you don't give me a lot of bullets, like wait, no, I said that backwards. If you don't give me a lot of bullets, I'm not gonna be able to
Yeah.
kill you. But I can last a long time on a little bit of health.
But can you just also get by just from just running past people?
Yeah, you can dodge people pretty easy, bro. You just run by them and be like, got you in the back, and then they turn around. They're like, got you in the back. It's like it's not that hard. It's not like an evade button, but it's just like you like blocking, like shielding yourself like that.
Cause I know it's like in Bloodborne, you could do that as well. You just run past your enemies.
Yeah.
Most of like the AI in most of the games is dumb as hell. But what I noticed from like the playthroughs on the reason I keep saying playthrough because like I said, right, I do not play hard games. I don't fuck with hard games. I'm not trying to catch no heart attack while playing no game. All right, that's no fun. But in terms of like the jump scares, because Lady D, spoiler if I right, but I'm almost sure everybody got past Lady D. They know about her story right now. The game been out for like about a week now. So in terms of Lady D, like she's a 9 foot tall woman, but there's more to her than just being like a 9 foot tall woman with three crazy ass witch of daughters. So in terms of like her, abilities, her special abilities, like her transformation, like how was that? Like did that catch you by surprise?
I definitely did. Like that's who I got to last whenever I was playing. So that transformation was crazy, bro. Like it started small. I was like, oh, she's just gonna fly around. And then boom, she got super big, bro. Like dragon size. I was like, oh shit.
Like how you fit all that underneath your skirt? Like
right.
a big ass
What's under there, bro?
She's
You do not want to see what's under there, bro.
She's hired a dragon underneath her dress. Like that's crazy.
That shit got crazy. She didn't even look the same, bro. Like
At all.
she changed a complete turnaround, bro. Her daughters, though, they were actually pretty creepy, bro. Like changing the flowers. I mean, the flowers changing into flies like that. Like just bzzz, like all you hear is bzzz, then they just pop out of nowhere. Like they was a little creepy at times.
Okay, so right now a lot of people saying that it's possibly like the game of the year. That's what I'm seeing on IGN, even like on like Steam. Everybody's saying it's like the game of the year at this point in time, and it's
Already?
like a true. It's like it's like the true next gen experience that everybody's been waiting for. Where does the game rank right now for you, Isaiah?
As of right now, I mean the story's cool. Like it puts you in like that movie mode, but I don't know. I just had to play more of it in order to like really agree with it. Because I mean, it's just for me. Like I said, Resident Evil is just like slow. Like as far as like gameplay and how they move. I don't know. Story wise, it's pretty cool. I would say his voice acting is like he's not really like into it. I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't play 7.
I heard everybody hates Ethan. Like he's like one of the worst protagonists.
It's just like he's just so generic whenever it comes to like his reactions sometimes. So I was like, it kind of sucks me out. Like, man, he's just too calm with this shit. But if I were to play,
I mean, after everything he went through in 7, that makes sense.
right? Because that's what he said. He's like, everybody keeps dying around me, but he said it like so like unenthusiastic, like no emotion with it. Like
dry.
I don't know. It was dry. Yeah, it was dry. So
like an android.
Yeah, it kind of sucks me out of it. So it's like I don't know. But as far as like what I'm seeing right now, I will say it is pretty good. Game of the year is a big one to call it. But I mean, like I said, I gotta finish the game in order to really agree with it. Right now, though, I'm interested because if it was actually like a movie, it's a good
really. Okay. So all right. So if it's not the game of the year for you at this point in time, what is? Because we're pretty much we're past the quarter mark of the year, and we got E3 coming up. and we gonna get into that a little bit later on the show. But right now, at this point in time, like, what's the game of the year for you?
Mm, that is a good question, bro. Because at the same time,
That's what I do. I ask the right question.
there hasn't been a lot of games released. We've been in that slump.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it, bro.
I mean, Spider-Man Miles Morales came out last year, like in December, and
Mhm.
you really can't call that this year. I mean, you can, but you can't. Um, Damn. So I guess I have to agree, bro. Right now, Resident Evil's got the cake. Because I mean, Returnal's cool. It's just like whenever you die, you have to start over. So it's like it takes you
And
out of
that's crazy.
like the progression of the story. So it's like, all right, fuck. Until I get past this part, by doing this over and over again, I'm never gonna get like the complete story. Whereas Resident Evil just keeps on giving you story, and it's actually good. So I guess I gotta agree with everybody.
Yeah. All right, sidebar. I'm kind of feel like I'm kind of fucking up the whole aesthetic right now because both I just noticed both y'all in white and here I am in black. The whole aesthetic.
See, this whole time I thought he was gonna say something about how close he's sitting to his computer.
Oh yeah, that too. All the way up on the camera.
But they'll scoot back, bro. No. It's all right, bro. You can lean back, man.
Lean back like Fat Joe. All right, all right, man. All right. So, Shawn, like, what games you been playing, bro?
Let's see. As far as games I've been playing, this is also a little bit of a slow week for me still. So I'd say I jumped back on Outriders really quick, though I got like pushed back by like a level or so like that. There may be something to do with I think I was playing with a friend earlier, and you get to choose like the world tier that you want to play in. So every time you level up, not every time you level up, but every time you level up, alongside the level up system, there's like a world tier system that also levels up, so you could go higher. So right now, I want to say, even though I'm only like level, let's say level 13, 14, last time I checked, world tier is on like world tier like maybe 7 or 8, and that's like legend difficulty already. So legit, all of the enemies are like 3 levels higher than you. So, it makes some fun time, if not difficult time, if you decide to like play with your friends, because then they just throw more people at you and more bosses, or like, more big name bosses. But other than that, I hopped on GTA for all of like 15 minutes.
Bro. Bro, I was on GTA for 2 hours and 19 minutes on one
Why do you know
mission.
specifically?
One mission.
Nah, cause I basically started literally at like 4 p.m. on the dot. That's how I know. And then I ain't complete this mission till like about 6:19. I hit up you and Isaiah because I was up to because I'm playing it on my Series X now. Cause like I have GTA on PS3, PS4, and the Series X. So I know it's on Game Pass. Fuck it, I might as well just try it out. So I got to the part with Trevor's mission, where he has to like fly the plane and shit. So I'm like trying to figure out like, yo, how do I land this motherfucker? Because like every time I try to land it, it keeps crashing. So I like get tired. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me hit up Isaiah. Let me hit up Shawn. Let me see what's up. So Isaiah told her, like, bro, like, all you gotta do is just smooth it out, man. Just be smooth with it.
I
I'm
told him
like,
the
all
most
right.
generic response, bro. I was like, bro, just open the wheels, slow down, pull back on the handle, bro.
I'm like, all right, cool. That's a smooth ass answer, but that don't really tell me shit. And so I hit you up, Shawn. I'm like, all right, he ain't hit me back. He probably
And I
dead.
didn't hear you till today. Now I understand.
Shawn probably danced or some shit. So I did that's it. I went to YouTube. I went to YouTube and I Googled like no, I ain't go. I put in the search bar like how do you land a plane? And then everything else, Trevor's mission. I'm like, yo, this is the mission that I'm on. So the video was only like a minute and 40 seconds, bro. Dude just landed. I'm like, oh, I was landing in the wrong area. And then the minute that I finally got it right, I ended up crashing into the whatchamacallit because I ain't get my shit off in time, like the landing gear or whatnot. So I had to do the shit again. And then about 3 minutes later, it was about 6:16 when that happened. So about 3 minutes later, I finally landed that motherfucker.
Goodness, bro. And how many
Yeah,
times did you do this mission?
bro. Within 2 hours, had to be at least 100 times.
Oh my god, bro. I would have
Had to.
watched the tutorial after the 10th try, bro. I don't even watch those, bro. I was like,
Nah, but bro,
look, this has to be fixed.
it's a pride thing as a gamer, bro. Like I do not like having to go to the internet for directions and shit. But after you gave me that smooth ass answer, I'm like, all right, cool. That's smooth answer. But I already answered my question, so to speak. And then Shawn, he was probably out, doing a little dance and shit like that. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I gotta go to YouTube and run it. So that's what I did. So yeah, I basically spent about 2 hours and 19 minutes on that. I also been playing. I got to Rainbow Six Siege finally. Tried that. Got killed 3 seconds into lowing up.
So you had to
Yo,
watch everybody else play.
I'm trying to deck out my character and shit, get like the guns and all that, make sure my armor and all that look cool. As soon as I land in that motherfucker, 3 seconds in, boop, I get popped in the head.
Bruh.
And then like, all right, cool. Well, that didn't work out. Let me try out Call of Duty Warzone. So I popped that in, do a little boot camp missions and all that. And so I'm playing. You know the part where you gotta like come out the plane.
Yeah.
So apparently I did that too early. And my teammates it was like, "Yo, Ladale, like, what you doing, bro? Yo, this motherfucker's still up in the air. Like, what's
Oh,
going
you pulled the parachute and everything.
Yeah,
God, no.
I put it out mad early, and then as soon as I get in, right, I'm walking around like, oh, I don't see nobody. I guess everything's cool. I forgot about snipers. The snipers be lurking. All right, so I get popped in the head, and then they're like the day, like I'm not gonna, cause like you gotta like request for somebody like put you back in
Revival.
the game,
Yeah.
bro. I was a spectator for like 30 minutes, bro.
Oh, bro, I would have quit, bro.
But it
You
came
ain't
and
even
picked
had
you
me just watching y'all play.
up.
I gotta
Yeah,
go.
yeah, did they talking shit too, right? So I'm like, oh man, like I'm trying to talk back. I'm like, yeah, I bet. So just put me back in the game. They like, nah, we good, bro. You like the worst teammate ever.
Dang, bro, you just gonna let him talk, bro? I was like, all right,
That's why I
well,
don't
I
play those games. I can't do
At least, it was, at least it
it.
wasn't, at least it wasn't no Drake and Josh motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? The little 12-year-old kids call you like that word and all that on screen. Like there was actually some actual brothers.
goodness.
So it was all
Wouldn't that
good.
be worse?
Yeah, it would be worse, bro. They be riding me, bro.
Word. Those are the ones that would roast you the most.
Yeah,
Like your own kind, bro. So,
be your own
so
kind.
it'd be your own kind. So after that, I got to some Quantum Break, which I was just on not just recently. Played some
Mhm.
2K. Got disconnected a couple of times and shit. So now here we are right now on the gaming chat, just
So with
talking it
Quantum
all out.
Break, is that like they're slowing down time, like the
Yeah,
Matrix
but
style?
yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's mostly like a cinematic type of game. Like you spend more time paying attention to cutscenes, which is very well done, by the way.
Mhm.
And they also
Mhm.
mix in like live footage of the actual like game characters, because most of the characters in the game are actual actors.
Yeah,
Mhm.
modeled
So
after real people. Yeah,
yeah, so basically like, you spend a lot of time just watching episodes of that. And I skipped episode one because I'm like, bro, I just want to play the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to watch all this. But it's very important that you watch it. That way you kind of have an understanding of the story. And one thing I
Mhm.
like about it, which is going to get us to our next segment on the show, is that basically I love a story where like your decisions play an outcome into the end of the story.
hmm,
Kind of like the same like in Injustice and Mortal Kombat. Like I
gotcha,
love those type of stories. So it's a dope story based game, but you spend a lot of time watching cutscenes and playing.
gotcha.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, bro. So let's basically talk about that at this point in time. So I basically, as far as video games go, shooters, I suck at shooters. Apparently, as soon as I get in the game, I'm dead. I'm dead. RPGs and stuff like that. Like I don't really like the grind of RPGs either. I appreciate the attempts
Mm.
at it. Hard games, forget about it. So, what would you guys say would basically be like your ideal video game? Whether it's like a sport genre, fighting genre, RPG, horror. Like I kind of have my ideas, as far as like what would be the best for me personally, but I want to like present it to you guys first before I go into any further detail on that.
You go first, Shawn. What you got? What you got?
Got you. All right. So let's see. In my perfect game, I'll say this: like off rip, the game has to have like a character customization. I like kind of like how you said like you love the story, like games where like your actions kind of provide like the how the story is gonna play out. Everybody can kind of get a different story. I love that, but I love the like feeling of it being even more personal when like your character that you're playing is the one that you designed yourself. So it's like, it almost feels like you stepped into the story yourself. Like this character, whatever you name it, Sage, Drake, whatever, like you name your character. It's like it
Shout
feels
out to
like
the Migos.
like it feels more important when like your character is the one that's up front and center. Obviously, not enough games have fully encompassed that. Like, we got the character customization, but then when you name your character, a good number of times, like the dialogue would be like, "Welcome," and you'll see your name just come up on the screen.
Yeah,
Like they
I
won't
know
actually
exactly
say
what
it.
you're talking about.
Like, it'll be like,
That reminds me
"Welcome,"
of Xenoverse.
or like all of the characters just kind of like paraphrase your character. Oh, he's new here, and they'll say
Yeah,
your name, but they'll just say he's new here, and you're just like,
you can say that. You know you can
you
say
can
that.
say it. I didn't put a hard name.
You can't say cow.
But definitely character customization. Genre wise, I'm a fan of. Well, actually, it might need to encompass like a bunch of things. Maybe some shooting, some multiplayer. Definitely the character customization. That's going to be top tier. That's never going to go away. But the story elements. Yeah, I love a good story. That's always my thing. I love a good story, and I love being like put in the middle of it. So those would be my like top two.
Okay.
I agree with that. For me, I would have to say I need like the Naughty Dog fix. Like Naughty Dog always comes through with the story and then like immersing you in there. Like the Uncharted series, like I wouldn't even say. I mean, Uncharted is like the top 2 game for me, right behind God of War. So,
Which one? The whole series, or just you have a particular game?
Uncharted 2 was the best one, and then Uncharted 4, and then Uncharted 3 for me, and then Uncharted 1. Lost Legacy was cool too, but
The first one's always like the last.
yeah, I mean, it just had like the worst graphics too, and then like they were just finding their niche, I guess, like with their audience. But like that exploration in that, and then the story, as far as like just following him along and doing the puzzles and doing everything, as far as killing every single person that he came across. Oh my god, you killed so many people in that game, and they don't even say anything about it. But I love how cutscenes go right into the game action, like. In Uncharted 4, whenever you're saving your brother from the convoy and you're getting drugged along you're driving through the whole town, breaking through barriers, and it transverses to him getting drugged behind the car, jumping from car to car, all that. And it goes right into a cinematic right after that. And then you can actually play through the cinematic by shooting the truck that's following you. Like I like games whenever it like sucks you into the action like that. And Spider-Man did a good job of doing that as far as like the swinging and then stopping the helicopter from crashing, and then you got to save this person with the cutscene still going. So
That's
I
another
love
game.
games do that.
You talk about Spider-Man 1, right?
The one on the PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like when stuff does that.
Did you play the remastered one on the PS5?
I didn't, only because I didn't want to play with that character model. Like I was a fan of the first one, and then once I seen like they switched them, I was like, that was pointless. I don't know why.
Wait, they switched the character model for the 5?
Yeah, they switched it to another actor.
They gave Peter Parker a brand new face.
Yeah, a whole new face, bro. And then Miles Morales is a completely different face too. I was like, that's I don't know. He fit so good in that one.
That's always the equivalent to like Dragon Ball Z, right? And Goku. You have Goku's face, and then all of a sudden you just change Goku's face out the blue.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I was like, what is this? But I mean, still a good game. Can't knock it. Yeah, I need the action RPG. I mean, the action fix, action adventure. That's the kind of game I like because I just need that epicness. especially with the God of War series. Like whenever he's killing like a god or a titan, like that shit feels epic as fuck, and that's what I need out of my game.
I already know when Ragnarok come out, man, that shit goes.
Bro, I'm so ready. I'm ready, bro.
Oh man, but who knows? Hopefully they announce it during E3 because you know E3 is about a month away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
About a month
it
away.
is.
So if anybody that runs E3 ends up coming across this podcast, hook your boys up with some tickets to attend the show, please.
Let's go.
Please hook your boys up. But as far as for me,
by E3.
Someone dropped the drum set.
I missed it. What happened, Shawn?
You start playing the drums over there, bro.
The microphone fell off the table.
Golly.
Oh man.
But still sponsored by E3.
All right, so it's as far as for me because I play a wide variety of games, whether it's fighting games, sports, action RPGs. Those are like my main three. In terms like so I'm gonna give you something for all three. In terms for all, let's start with sports. Now Madden is like one of my favorite video game franchises ever. I grew up playing Madden. So for me, for Madden, the ideal Madden game would be like a game with well in-depth career mode, franchise mode, I should say. You know, some like the whole coaching staff. You can make like GM decisions, have a full all season like OTA training camp. You know, basically all the shit that you had back during the PS2 days. That'd be like for my ideal Madden. The same thing I can go for like NBA 2K. As far as for fighting games go, you know how Injustice had like the.
I think Karma came back around, bro. My mic fell too.
Yeah, my microphone's right here, so I guess
Come on,
I'm
Ladale,
next.
you gotta knock it over. Knock it over. Just knock it over.
I'm next. In terms of like for fighting games, because I'm very big on fighting games. I love the story, and you know how Injustice they like the whole DC thing. I would love a Marvel game like that. Basically, like a Marvel fighting game set throughout the whole MCU, like the MCU set for like the first movie all the way up to like what was the last one? Was it Endgames? Was Endgame the last one?
Endgame was definitely the last.
Yeah,
Spider-Man. Spider-Man was right after Endgame.
Man, I don't count.
I don't count.
Shit don't count.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier was after Endgame too.
Wait, hold on. What? Falcon and the Winter Soldier? That's a TV show.
It's still, I mean, they talk about the blip.
It's in the universe.
Yeah, it's still continuity. Right. You talking about movies?
Right. Yeah, all right, cool. All right, yeah. So movies and TV shows, right? So I would love like a fighting game based off like that whole, shit. So basically, like you start like the first Iron Man. That was the movie that kicked off the MCU. So basically, you got like a fighting game. You could choose like two paths. Kind of like the whole Civil War that you could choose the path of Iron Man, Captain America, kind of Justice, like Batman, Superman, whose side you'd be on. So I definitely love a in-depth fight game for Marvel because all we get is like these RPGs type adventure action adventure games, whether it's like Marvel Ultimate Alliance or the Avengers game, which sucks. I still haven't picked it back up to play it, but like we get tired of shit like that. So I want like an actual fighting game for Marvel. Now we have Marvel versus Capcom. We get like Marvel Contest of Champions and all this all the free to play games. I want like an actual licensed title for consoles for Marvel. So please make that happen somehow. Marvel, please make that happen. But for actual developers. So in terms of like an RPG, I'm kind of like the same with Shawn. I want the abilities, to like customize my character fully and make it so where like we could like they actually call out our names, like have like a name database, and also make it interactive as well. Because I feel like now we're in the console generation where we should be allowed to do this. We would kind of like upload clips like our own voices. That way when they do like the story narration, like our voice could actually be in the game, so to speak. Do y'all follow me yet?
That's technology savvy.
I think we should be able to do this console generation.
They're gonna give you a whole book, bro. Oh, you want your voice in the game?
Cool.
Yeah, like
It's
it could
real
be
cool.
something.
Like the Terminator situation starts.
It could be something like, all right, cool. Like all you have to do is just say certain phrases, and then the game will just pick up your audio, like how your voice sounds, just match it to your character.
That's like some Mission Impossible shit right there. I need you to say these 4 words, and then we got his voice.
Right. So
That's Mission Impossible 3, bro.
I
They
mean,
they
bro,
could do
I
it.
feel like we're at the console gen because right now we're at a point where you could get our face in like these sports games and shit like that. We should be able to put our face. Like if I wanted to put my face in like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, I should be able to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like we should be at that point. So that would basically be like my ideal game. Basically like a game with that also the difficulty is very dynamic.
Mhm.
So you know how I said like you like to play on like hard difficulty. Like I love it when the difficulty is dynamic. Where it starts off easy in the beginning,
Right.
then over time like it kind of see like, oh well, this person, like if I'm playing like with a character that shoots guns, okay, well like Ladale, he's not like a good shooter or a case may be. So maybe we should like help him out with his accuracy, or maybe on the flip side, I am a marksman, a great shooter, so maybe it could make it more difficult. Or might have a bit of a trouble with the bosses during the game. So maybe we could like tell the difficulty as far like my play style. And this is something that PlayStation is working on, by the way.
Yeah.
Behind
That's
the scenes, like
actually I'd be looking up how to because I was gonna try to make some video games and stuff, and that's actually the formula that they use. It's like on a curve. Like if it's too hard or too hard at the beginning, players aren't gonna play. And then if it's
mm.
too easy, players are gonna get bored. So they like to keep like that medium going.
yeah, man. And plus, yeah, we talked about this also. I believe it was episode 1. We mentioned how like PlayStation start trying to design it so like whereas like your controller kind of serve as like artificial assistant, like it'll help you out during games, like it'll finish missions for you.
Hmm.
So Sean, you wasn't here for episode 1. So how would you feel if you had like basically like a game where like it basically help you out, like if you're struggling during like a boss battle or something like that. Like if you have like a level 12 character and you're going up against a
Mm.
level 45, and basically like the game is kind of like your system now, basically your controller, I should say, it kind of like serve as like an artificial like assistant as far like helping you to like navigate through the game. Would you be for
Mm.
that or would you be against that?
I might be for it actually. Like, kind of to some degree have a hands off effect. Like, have a hands off effect, let it like kind of do its job so you could like just kind of watch, see, oh, then maybe figure out how to do it yourself later if you decide you want to do it yourself later. But because sometimes we'll be playing and every so often the hard stuff happens, we get distracted by our phones. Having the controller like take over for a minute could be pretty helpful. Not good, but pretty pretty helpful.
It's crazy now that you say it like that. Like I'm against it personally, but whenever you say it like that, it's like you do get to those parts. Like say you were playing a game over again, and it's like, oh, I hate this fucking part. But your controller takes over, and it's like, well, I appreciate that. Now I'll play.
Oh, so I said, even with all the trouble that you have right now with Returnal, you still wouldn't want to have like some type of assistant like help you like get past a certain level, especially
Nah,
with
I
a
need
game
that
that you
feat, bro.
cannot even save.
I need that feat, bro. I need the trophy that comes with beating that because I did it. And if the computer does, it's like, bro, it's like I didn't even beat the game. That's how I feel. Like if I was to like,
Man, ain't no
if I was
shame
to
in my
like
game,
be
bro.
playing the game and then say a friend comes over and starts playing the game and then I miss a few levels, I would feel incomplete after beating the game. Like I would be like, I gotta
I
go back and do
completely
those.
understand.
I gotta go back and do those because I didn't do it. I didn't beat the game.
So
I
you
was helped.
probably so you're probably one of those that never skip missions during Grand Theft Auto.
Bro, I played all the missions, bro. Played all of them. Side quests and everything. Meeting strangers,
I,
all that.
okay, I understand Isaiah on that because legit, I'm the type of person who, when I play in the game, I legit will get kind of sidetracked doing all of the side quests first, and then come
Yeah.
back and end up being like maybe a higher level than the main mission needs me to be, and I'll be like, all right, that was pretty easy.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That
Bro,
reward that you get, bro. It's nothing like it.
bro, if I would have had that feature yesterday, I would not have spent 2 hours and 19 minutes on the same mission, bro. So,
Your controller be like, look, we got this. We're gonna lock you out, bro.
bro, my controller is worn down. I might have to get a new one after yesterday. Try to land that motherfucker. But I'm surprised. I said, like, even with all the problems that you're having right now with Returnal, you still wouldn't want to have like some type of guidance to help you out.
Bro, I mean, like I said, bro, that game is like you have to build yourself up before you go into the big battle. And I'm at the point where I'm just like, shit, fuck it, I'm just gonna run through. If I got a good gun, I'm gonna be good. But you actually do got to collect those parasites. You do got to get those upgrades for your suit. So it's like, do I want to grind and get that stuff only to die, or do I just want to go straight there and just do what I got
Okay, so what if you still get the trophies anyway?
from getting helped?
Yeah.
Wouldn't like it. Wouldn't like it.
So,
I didn't get the
so,
trophy. My controller got the trophy.
so it's the
That's how I would feel.
so it's the principle.
Yeah, bro, it's principle. I bought this game for me to beat it. I didn't buy it for you to fucking play it for me. Like, that's how I'm talking to my controller like right now. I don't want to have to break you because you're doing everything that I was trying to do. I can't do it, bro. I got to be the one to beat the game.
Yeah. All right, but speaking of controllers, right? Let's get into this week in gaming. All right, Sony is in the process of releasing two new control. Wait, wrong one. Wrong one. All right, so we get two new DualSense wireless controllers: Midnight Black and Cosmic Red, releasing in the month of June. Isaiah, you gonna be the one of the first to count those or what?
Probably not. I actually like the white, bro. It matches the console. If my console was black, maybe I want the black one, but I couldn't even see myself getting the red. Like the red doesn't even match the blue. Sorry, Sony. I love you. I love Sony. Sorry. But why did you red? Why did you do blue?
Man,
Blue would have matched the light. The
red's my
light
favorite color, as you can tell.
Oh, I'm saying it. Y'all in the same room? Are y'all beside each other? Are y'all on the other side of the room?
I'm not going. I didn't know his room was red, bro.
Where have you been?
Bro.
So you noticed that me and Isaiah had on white, but you ain't noticed the red background.
White is easier.
Observant man of the year, bro.
White is easier to see, bro.
White's easier to see. Bro, colorblind people can see red. What?
Man, that's gonna be all right. That's definitely
Oh my god, ready, bro.
All right, so we also have some more news with PlayStation. Sony is set to release 25 PlayStation games under PlayStation Studios, including new IPs. So
that had me excited.
So for you Sony fellas, like what predictions would you guys have like any upcoming games? If we could get some new Gran Turismo, I'm hearing stuff about Ragnarok could be released, and also like some new IPs as well, like stuff that we never heard of, like new characters.
So, I mean, we already know the ones that are coming out later in the year. God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn. There's a good amount that we already know about. I'd put it at least 7, 8, 9. But that other amount, bro, got me excited, especially for E3. Because I mean, I hate seeing a game that I already heard of like a year ago. Like we already know about it, but seeing all new games at E3, that's gonna make me like really happy. Especially since the new consoles are out. Like it's gonna get there. You're gonna get that next gen experience. Because I mean, PlayStation's about to be out the door. Xbox, the old Xbox is about to be out the door. It's got to be next gen, man.
I don't think so, man. I think that it's looking very likely that they're gonna hold on to these previous gen consoles for like a couple of years.
I mean, probably because people don't get them, don't have them yet because they slacking on that.
That's definitely a factor, but I also think it's because just the fact that the graphics upgrade is not that noticeable.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's using the SSD like they just talking about speed. No one really does talk about graphics. You're right.
And plus, it's also about like frames per second as well, because on the previous gen, you basically get like 30 frames per second gaming. If you're playing on the base console, like you don't have a PS4 Pro, then you're definitely on 30 frames per second. You're gonna have like an Xbox One X, then most likely your game is running 30 frames per second. But with the PS5 and the Series X and the Series S, 60 frames per second is the standard.
Yeah, so everything's smooth on that.
So the boosted frame rate, the quick time as far as like getting in and out of games, That's basically mostly what they're paying for.
Yeah.
With the next ones.
No load times. That's what a lot of people like, which is cool because I mean, like I said about the ideal games, it's like you can go straight from a cutscene straight into the action now, and it looks the same.
Because I remember, bro, like I've been playing GTA 5 since like PS3, and the load times should be crazy. Like you wait at least like 2.5, 3 minutes.
Oh yeah, talking about on the old one.
Yeah, and then once you get a PS4, like it's like all right, that's like about like 1 minute 50 seconds. Right now, I could boost up GTA 5 right now. I'm in the game like within like less than 5 seconds.
Dang, that's super fast.
That's crazy. But Red Dead, man, like I'll tell you earlier, like yo, I can't believe that Red Dead Online is 104 gigabytes.
Oh, that's the game you was talking about, Red
just for
Dead.
the online, just for the online portion.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a big old game. Yeah, Call of Duty's crazy, bro. That's what I thought you were playing. I thought you were downloading Call of Duty again, bro. I was like, ugh. It is a lot.
Nah, I just started playing Warzone, right? The free to play joint. And it's crazy how you have to basically download like art textures and shit like that. And that's like 11 gigabytes, 28 gigabytes. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. And it's really not even a big difference, bro. Like I was playing on my PS4 the other day. I was literally considering like just taking it off on PS5. Just because it took up so much space.
And that's what I'm saying. Like this is why I feel like Sony and Microsoft, they're gonna like, stay with the let's basically call it the current gen because like PS4, they still making new games for like PS4, Xbox One, and shit like that. So they gotta stick with these systems because it's not that much of a difference in terms of upgrade. The PS4 could screen just like the PS5 could screen. Xbox One could screen just like the Series X, Series S could screen. So like all you're basically paying for is like a boost in frame rate. And how the game's faster. But we also all right. So in terms of like new property, like what some type of games would you be hoping to see from PlayStation that they release? Now we do not know much in terms of like characters and shit like that as far like any new property, but like what are you hoping for?
I'm not gonna lie, since they did Ratchet and Clank again, I would love to see like maybe Sly Cooper. He was like my favorite like PS2 game besides Kingdom Hearts. I'll keep saying Kingdom Hearts. You're gonna hear that often. But
that's a signature game.
But like Sly Cooper, loved it. I would love to see like them either remaster it or do something new with him.
I'd love to see Spyro.
They just did one.
When?
They redid the trilogy.
Wow.
Dream that.
It was around the same time that they brought Crash back to us over at Sony.
Yeah. Yep. Like right around the same time.
All right, what about Frogger?
I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that crossing the road.
They haven't brought Frogger back.
I used to play Frogger at 3rd grade on the computer.
Yeah, on the computer, that joint was fire, bro. I used to do the same thing.
Back in like computer class, shout out to all people from St. Jerome. Like I used to stay on that game. That shit was basically fun as hell.
Come on, let's see. Roller Coaster Tycoon back in the day in elementary school, that was fire. Watching them go on the roller coasters all day, that was cool.
Building a park,
watching
them die.
Like, this was not complete. They ain't gonna make it.
Oh man,
savage children, man, savage children.
But as far as like a new property, I'll bring it back to like TV. I'd like to see like a Game of Thrones video game.
Yeah,
I think that'd be dope.
Shoot, I want to see a There's actually gonna be a dragon, like a new dragon game. Like you flying around the back of the dragon. I mean, it didn't look all that, but if I were to make a video game, I would want to have like a dragon, futuristic city, guns and swords. Like I want all that incorporated in.
Like at the same time, or like at the same time, like the futurist city and the dragon.
Yeah, like incorporate all that. Yeah, like spaceships for dragons, like all that shit. Like I think I don't know. I got high hopes for
watch that shit be in Fortnite.
Bruh. Fortnite, don't steal my idea, please. Sony, only you get the keys.
Yeah, patent that.
Bro.
Is Shawn free? Oh, he falls from it. He back. Shawn, you almost had a Ladale
Afro
moment.
shit.
Yeah, his voice is a little behind now. No, we're not gonna call out his Wi-Fi.
Oh man. But that I love to see that, and yeah, basically like the Marvel game that I mentioned. Like I love to see a Marvel fighting game.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, but in terms of like Xbox news, we ain't really got much. Xbox is that
That's all I was waiting
Disrespect
for, bro.
the
yeah,
Xbox.
We love you
Xbox
too,
exec
Xbox.
Bet Decker teases a new IP for Game Pass that will shock fans. That's all we got.
Just
Just a
one?
teaser.
Just
Just a
one IP?
teaser. PlayStation, y'all get 25 games. We gonna get one game that's gonna shock fans.
Halo. Bet you didn't see that coming.
And then also the system update for Xbox, which is basically gives a speed boost for quick resume. I tested it out; it's pretty good. And audio pass-through debuts for medium screaming ads. All that means is that basically you could use like you have like a surround sound, and you can use that stuff like the game audio. So,
Okay.
but for my Nintendo people, we got y'all covered too. We got y'all covered too. Nintendo confirmed that many new games are coming this year.
Ooh.
That's it.
Ooh. Point above Xbox.
Yeah, many games. That's plural. We only getting one.
I don't want to take a shot, but I'm gonna say about 50 of those games coming for the Nintendo or Mario. Bet money.
Bro, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. If it ain't Mario, it's Zelda. It's gotta be.
And Donkey Kong and Metroid Prime as well. I'm here, Metroid
Bro, they're
Prime.
gonna bring back all their remakes, bro.
I love because I have a Nintendo Switch. I just sitting there collecting dust. But I would love to see like some Nintendo 64, some GameCube games show up in like the Nintendo classics.
That'd be cool.
About.
I mean, I'm sure we're gonna get a Super Smash Bros. I mean,
Do you
are we
think we're
just
gonna
calling
get
them out?
Super Smash? They've been releasing new
I bet
characters and
money.
stuff.
I bet money, bro.
Where is my now that you mentioned that? Where is my Super Smash, bro?
I think anytime anybody gets anything Nintendo, they have to have a Super Smash Bros.
Oh, for sure. That's a definite. That and Mario Kart.
Yeah, Mario Kart is fun, bro. That is fun.
Yeah.
Like on the Wii, we would tear that shit up in college.
Yeah. All right, but there's also some new games coming out tomorrow. Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition. You get to play like the whole trilogy over because not everybody was playing Mass Effect Andromeda. But for the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, is that a game that you guys be considered copying or what? Upgraded graphics.
I don't know. I was a fan of Mass Effect 3 was fun, I will say, but I mean the ending was whack. But everybody says Mass Effect 2 is actually pretty good.
Aside from Andromeda, I didn't play the original trilogy.
I mean, it's just pretty good. That's one of those games that you said you would like, as far as like your decisions and how the game plays out.
Yeah.
Like each mission is like you got to make a choice: do this, kill this person, save this person, don't raid this place or raid it. Like it's decision heavy, so you might actually like that one, bro.
Oh, so that sounds right up my alley then.
Yeah, it's actually. I mean, it's not a bad game at all. It's fun.
You know, it's great. I ran out of space on my 1 terabyte upgrade. Already, bro.
It goes quick, bro.
Yo, I love Game Pass. Don't get twisted, but Game Pass is designed to make you spend more money than necessary.
Really?
You're basically spending for like just for hard drive space, just to like buy all these, just to play all these games. That's about it. And I want to play Final Fantasy XX2 because you know the remastered edition.
Oh yeah.
Like the best. It's the best Final Fantasy game ever.
Yeah,
I wanted to play it, but I ran out of space, so now I gotta find something to delete. And I don't like deleting games. Either I have fast internet, it just like you know how like the principle with you as far as like you know like you don't want like you want to play games on hard difficulty and like earn your trophies. It's the principle for me as far as like having to like I spent all this time trying to download the game, make a decision for like what games I want on my hard drive, and then I had to delete it.
Yeah,
Man.
that's
And,
true.
and then once I had accidentally not only deleted the game on my hard drive, I also deleted my save file.
It puts pressure on you, bro. It's like,
And
oh,
that was
did
for
you
God of War.
delete
That
the
was
right
for
one?
God of War 3 that happened.
Did you
I was
beat
playing
it?
God of War. Yeah, I beat it.
Yeah.
I got up to the part where you fight Kronos.
Oh yeah, you about halfway through the game,
Yeah, and I had to start that motherfucker all over.
bro.
And I was basically playing through it like this because the big ass titans and shit like that.
I couldn't see that.
Like I think
Yo, TV too big. You looking like that, bro? God damn.
yeah, man, but it is what it is, bro. But all right, we're just about gonna wrap this up. So, fellas, let everybody know where they can find y'all on social media, and also what games would y'all be playing this weekend?
This weekend, man, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out some Rainbow, some Resident Evil. I probably will play Rainbow. I play Rainbow whenever I edit, bro, all the time. But
Bro, I
yeah,
suck
Resident
at
Evil
that
for sure.
game, bro. I was so excited to finally play it. As soon as I get it, 3 seconds later, I'm out.
You'll get used to
What
it, bro.
about you, Shawn?
So I'll say like this weekend, I'm probably gonna be dancing between either Outriders. That's still like the game that I'm playing through right now. Want to try to get to the rest of the story, get to the point where I guess you get to the end game stuff, and seems like I'll be messing around on GTA because that seems like what my friend wants to do. Like hop in, shoot some things up, maybe get some actual heist done, but most likely shooting things up.
It's so hard to start a heist, bro. It takes forever to start one.
I figured out the cheat codes for GTA.
You use them?
Nah, I don't use them. I figured them out. You gotta use it on with a cell phone. You gotta punch in like that numbers. Like you get like unlimited guns, max health. Like you can't die. You get like all the 6 star, 5 stars for the wanted level. Like, it's pretty dope. Get all
Running
the
from the
weapons.
cops in that game is actually fun. Like it's really fun.
You said playing as a cop?
No, running from the cops in that game is actually really fun because the driving's so good to the point where it's like,
bro, they shoot you on sight.
Yeah,
you pull out a gun, they shooting.
They also updated the radio.
What you say, Shawn?
Nah, let me.
I sound like a geek, but they also updated the radio. I think I was like driving around in like the online community, and I heard Pop Smoke just coming over the radio, and I was like, "Yeah,
oh shit!"
Running from the cops. While I was running from the cops,
I was tripping. So they do have new songs.
That is dope how they do that. That's dope how they do that. That's like a whole new station, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
Like, I feel like the reason why we're not getting any like new GTA 6 anytime soon is because the online game is pretty much its own game, and it's like and that's still going. They keep
really
updating it.
It's making them it's making them hella bread. So like,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it, bro. Give it to them every year for how long now? About 8 years.
What 8 years. The game
came out in 2013, bro. That game came out in 2013.
This game has survived 3 console generations.
Yeah, I got it, bro. Whenever it first came out, I was in college, bro, and I've been out of school for about 5-6 years now. So yeah, I was waiting on this game. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. 2013. I'm getting off the bus, coming back. I'm about to get that game, and then 8 years later, I'm like tired of that game, bro. Not saying it's bad. It's just like, bro, again. I don't have no hype level for anything that comes out with that. As far as like the heist and stuff, it's like no one's online. No one's willing to like play the whole heist without messing it up right at the end. It's like, bro. And then by the time you get in the heist, they finish the heist in like 2 seconds. You're like, what just happened? Because one person's done that heist 20 times. I don't know. It's just unenjoyable, bro. Sorry, Rockstar. I love you, but please give us GTA 6.
I just need to stop running over the deers, man. Cause when you play with Trevor, cause he's up in the mountains and shit, they got all the animals, the pigs and all that, and these motherfuckers they be spawning into the road. I'm like, god damn. And those shit be looking realistic as hell.
They be in groups too. That joke is funny.
Exactly, like I kill like about 4 hogs. I'm like, yo, y'all in the way. Let me chill before Peter come for me.
That's shut him down.
Let me chill, Peter. No, we do not like this guy, Ladale. Shut down his channel. Cancel him.
Sponsored by PETA.
All right.
I'm gonna keep saying we sponsored by anything until one of them pick us up.
Sponsored by Blue Chew or Manscaped.
You know, that's all that's gonna come up in people's ads right whenever they watch this show, bro.
Just a Manscaped.
Speaking to existence, man.
Bro,
Speaking to
I'm gonna get an ad for YouTube right after this, bro. Watch.
Nah, they really be doing that though.
They
like,
do,
you
bro.
talk about certain shit. The next thing you know, you see the ad.
It's gonna pop up.
But it's really funny that you say that. It's really funny because ever since we started doing this, I will go on YouTube and the very first ad I see, StreamYard. I'm just like,
yeah, no lie, bro. You're lying, bro. Mine too. Mine too, bro. That is funny.
I'm like, how do you know?
Yo, they watching us, bro.
Hardcore.
They watching us. They got
Sony.
They got micros.
Holla at me.
All right, but plug y'all social media and all that, bro.
We're gonna pass it to Shawn.
Got you.
Did I go for you?
Future dance, like what we do?
All right. If you want to follow me on any of my social medias, it's all gonna be under Black Dawn right there. And if you want to play with me on like PS4, I want to say PS4 or Nintendo. They might be the same thing. You're looking for SaintPharaoh. Otherwise, I'm gonna figure out what Nintendo was.
We got him. That is SaintPharaoh, everybody. If you didn't get to hear him because he froze.
That was perfect.
Did it freeze? It
Bro,
froze.
it got you, bro. It got you. You were like,
all right. So again, SaintPharaoh on everything, Nintendo and PSN.
you can find me.
Oh, you on the Switch too?
Hmm?
You on the Switch too? Oh, I gotta add you then. I bet.
Yes, sir.
I do. Tell them what to do.
You can find me on IG at LaDude2, or you can play with me online on PSN, Deuce6. Holla at me.
You can find me at Ladale the Fashionista. You can find me on Xbox Live at Ladizzy90, LADIZZY 90, and on PSN at D1MAV718, D1MAV718.
What code did you just give them to fly, bro? What?
I gave a gay pass code.
Goodness, how did you remember all that? Left up, down up, square triangle.
You get 3 months of PlayStation Plus.
Again, sponsored by Sony.
Sony and Microsoft. And Johnson & Johnson. I don't know why I said Johnson. Why we gonna start getting ads like baby oil, baby powder and shit?
I'll take the baby oil, I ain't gonna lie.
All right, y'all, but please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. As you can see, we're not but jokes here. We have a good time. We have a good time on this podcast. So remember, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your side piece about the Game and Chair podcast. Tell them about the Tuck Podcast Network in general. Also, if you prefer to listen to us on audio, you can find us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Google Podcasts. And with that said, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll catch y'all same time, same place next week. And we are gone. Forward.